My beloved child, before you continue with your day, I want you to take a moment and listen. Not because these words will magically remove every challenge, not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because sometimes your heart needs a reminder that you are not carrying everything alone. Last night, when everything became quiet, when the world slowed down, when everyone around you was busy with their own lives, I saw you. I saw the thoughts you could not explain. I saw the worries you tried to push away. I saw the questions you kept inside. I saw the moments when you looked at your situation and wondered if anything would ever change. You may have smiled during the day. You may have answered people with, "I am fine." You may have continued your responsibilities like everything was normal. But I know the difference between the smile people see and the feelings you hide. I know the weight behind your silence. I know the battles that happen inside your mind. I know the hopes you protect because you are afraid they might break. And today, I want you to remember something important. Your silent prayers were never invisible. The prayers you whispered when nobody was around. The prayers you said while tears filled your eyes. The prayers you could only feel because words were difficult to find. I heard them. The world may not have noticed. People may not have understood. But I heard every single one. My child, there are moments when you wonder if your prayers are reaching anywhere. You ask, does anyone really know what I am going through? Does anyone understand how hard this has been? Will anything ever change? I know those questions. I know the uncertainty behind them. And I know how exhausting it can feel when you have been waiting for answers. Waiting can test your heart. Waiting can challenge your patience. Waiting can make you question things you once felt certain about. But I want you to understand something. Silence does not mean absence. A quiet season does not mean you have been forgotten. A delayed answer does not mean your prayers were ignored. There are things happening beyond what your eyes can see. Think about a seed planted beneath the soil. After it is placed in the ground, nothing appears different. The surface remains the same. The field looks empty. Someone passing by may think nothing is happening. But beneath the ground, life is beginning. Roots are forming. Strength is developing. Growth is taking place. The seed does not need to see the process to be part of the process. My child, your life can feel like that seed. You are looking at the surface. You are looking for visible changes. You are looking for immediate proof. But some of the most important things are happening quietly. Your patience is growing. Your wisdom is increasing. Your understanding is deepening. Your strength is developing. The person you are becoming is being shaped through the experiences you have faced. You may not realize it yet, but the difficult seasons have taught you things comfort never could. My child, I know there are prayers you have repeated for a long time. Maybe you have been asking for guidance. Maybe you have been asking for peace. Maybe you have been asking for healing. Maybe you have been asking for a new opportunity. Maybe you have been asking for strength to continue. And sometimes, after asking for so long, your heart becomes tired. You begin to wonder if you should stop hoping. You begin to wonder if expecting something good is only making disappointment harder. But I want you to remember, hope is not weakness. Hope is not pretending everything is easy. Hope is choosing to believe that your current situation is not the final picture. My child, You have survived more than you give yourself credit for. Think about where you were months or years ago. Think about the things you thought would break you. Think about the moments you believed you would never overcome. Yet you are here, you continued. You learned, you grew, you changed. The version of you today exists because you kept moving through moments that were not easy. Do not forget how far you have come. Sometimes you are so focused on where you want to go that you forget to appreciate how much you have already overcome. My beloved child, I know you compare your journey sometimes. You see someone else's success. You see someone else's happiness. You see someone else's answered prayers. And quietly, you wonder, why not me? Why is my journey taking so long? Why do I have to struggle this way? But remember this, you are seeing only a small part of someone else's story. You do not see every challenge they faced. You do not see every difficult moment they survived. You do not see every time they questioned their own path. Every person has a journey that unfolds differently. Your timeline does not need to match another person's timeline. Your growth does not need to look like another person's growth. Your story does not need to copy another person's story. I am creating something unique within you. My child, there were times when you thought certain things leaving your life was a loss. You thought a closed door meant failure. You thought a missed opportunity meant you were unlucky. You thought losing something meant you were moving backward. But sometimes losing something creates space for something better. Sometimes a closed door protects you from walking into a place that was never meant for you. Sometimes a delay gives you time to become ready. Sometimes a change in direction leads you exactly where you need to be. You may not understand every moment while you are living it, but understanding often comes after growth. My child, do not judge the entire story by one difficult chapter. A storm is not the whole sky. A bad day is not the whole life. A setback is not the end of the journey. A mistake is not the definition of who you are. You are still learning. You are still growing. You are still becoming. And there is still more ahead. My beloved child, I want you to release the pressure you have placed on yourself. You have been carrying expectations. You have been carrying fears. You have been carrying the need to have everything figured out. But life was never meant to be controlled perfectly. There will always be things you cannot predict. There will always be questions you cannot answer immediately. There will always be moments that require patience, and that is okay. You do not need to have every answer today. You only need to take the next step, one step. Then another. Progress is still progress, even when it feels slow. My child, I know some of you are tired because you have been strong for too long. You have been the person others depend on. You have been the person who helps everyone else. You have been the person who encourages others. But sometimes you forget that you also need encouragement. Sometimes you forget to be gentle with yourself. Sometimes you forget that your heart also needs care. So today, give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself permission to breathe. Give yourself permission to continue without demanding perfection from yourself. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to learn. You are allowed to rebuild. You are allowed to start again. My child, your past does not cancel your future. The mistakes you made do not erase your potential. The difficult seasons you experienced do not remove your purpose. Every lesson has value. Every experience can teach. Every challenge can shape you. The same places that once caused pain can become places where strength was developed. My beloved child, there is something else I want you to understand. Sometimes the answer to a prayer does not look like what you expected. Sometimes the answer comes through a new opportunity. Sometimes it comes through a lesson. Sometimes it comes through a person. Sometimes it comes through a change in yourself. Not every answer arrives in the form you imagined, but that does not mean you are being ignored. Life is often being rearranged in ways you cannot see yet. My child, remember the nights when you thought you would not make it. Remember the moments when everything felt uncertain. Remember the times you thought there was no way forward. Yet somehow, a way appeared. Somehow, you found strength. Somehow, you continued. That strength was not accidental. That courage was not meaningless. That determination was not wasted. It was proof that there is still something within you that wants to move forward. My child, today I want you to stop thinking that your story is behind you. Your best moments are not only memories. There are still new experiences waiting. There are still lessons waiting. There are still opportunities waiting. There are still reasons to smile again. There are still moments you have not experienced. Do not close the book while the story is still being written. My beloved child, I heard your silent prayers last night. I heard the words you spoke. I heard the words you could not speak. I heard the questions. I heard the hopes. I heard the fears. And today, I want you to carry one message with you. You are seen. You are valued. You are not forgotten. Your journey matters. Your effort matters. Your hope matters. Continue moving forward. Continue believing that growth is possible. Continue choosing kindness. Continue choosing patience. Continue choosing hope, because the same person who survived yesterday's challenges is capable of facing tomorrow's opportunities. My child, do not let fear convince you that nothing good is ahead. Do not let disappointment convince you that the story is over. Do not let one difficult season define everything that comes next. There is still more ahead. More growth, more learning, more peace, more purpose, more possibilities. And one day, when you look back at this season, you may realize that the moments you thought were breaking you were actually building you. The moments you thought were delays were actually preparation. The moments you thought were silence were actually part of a bigger journey. So tonight, when you rest, remember this. Your prayers were heard. Your struggles were seen, your efforts were noticed, and your story is still unfolding. Keep going, keep growing, keep trusting. The next chapter has not been written yet, and there is still more beautiful work ahead.